Welcome to Wheels and Watches DIY. My name is Dennis, and on the bench today we have something very special. This is a Seiko Superior, reference number 4883-8001. This is from 1976. This watch is all original, unpolished. The case is made from hardened stainless steel. This is how it came from factory. The bracelet has almost no stretch. The crystal is absolutely flawless. A little bit of marking on the back case, but honestly, from 1976, this thing is absolutely sublime. So, how do you use it? Let's go through the motions. One cool thing about this particular movement, so when you pull the crown out into that second position, the second hand stops, which is called hacking. And when you press it back in, it starts back up. Okay. Now, a couple of things to keep in mind. This has, so first thing you need to know is when to use the quick set function. So this has, by the way, both English and kanji wheel for the weekday. I always put my hands past midnight to about 6:30 in the morning, and that way I am absolutely certain that I'm not going to damage anything internally. I pull the crown out into the first click, the first position, and I can use to set the date. And if I spin the crown backwards, I can select the day of the week. Once that is done, so it's a Tuesday, 15/27. Tuesday, the 4th. Oh, missed it. 15/27. 26/27, and this way you can precisely set the watch. Now, these watches were way ahead of their time. To open up the back case, all you really need is a little pry tool like this. This is the S822 for vintage Seikos, or you can use a coin. Open up the battery hatch, and here we are. We have a high quality Maxell SR43SW. It's absolutely critical that you don't use anything cheap for batteries. I'm a big fan of Maxell or Muratas. Those batteries are absolutely superb. They tend not to leak. The lifespan of the battery is a couple of years, and I would just keep a record of when you replace the battery last, and then go from there. The accuracy from factory was about 15 seconds a year, since this is a single quartz crystal on the inside. But when I was using my machine, it was actually jumping around between 0.1 and 0.2 seconds per day, which is, let's do the math, maybe 36 to 70 seconds per year. And there it is. So in sum, when you're using the quick set to change the weekday and the date, make sure that the hands go past midnight, so the gears that are engaged in those functions are disengaged. Second is not to leave a bad battery inside the watch if it stops, and replace it on time with the high quality Murata or Maxell batteries. Otherwise, yeah, these are super robust, really easygoing watches, and are absolute joy to look at and wear. Thanks very much. This was Wheels and Watches DIY. My name is Dennis, and we'll see you in the next video.